All right. I need to say something, but it would be to Cliff High. I've been listening to his content for a long time, a long time, and all I'm hearing more of, and it may be not so good, um, for him. Not definitely in where it going. May be part of the mechanisms. I will describe this, but I'm going to take a different approach on how to sort of do it because on one hand, it's like there's many levels to everything. It's not just this. If you got a bunch of old dudes and they like looking at old text and deciphering it, looking at the actual root words, breaking it down. Let me get myself out of the fucking blinding light so I can articulate when I speak without having a big fucking bright light at the side of my face like a jackass. I can be like this like a jackass. You can look straight at me and know. Oh, he's on that shit. He's a jackass. What is he saying? Okay, let's be clear. We're gonna be clear. We have to be as clear as possible in this area because if not, people are gonna get hurt. Because they're gonna come after you. They're gonna hurt you. They're gonna beat you up with stuff they pick up off the fucking ground. Because they're so fucking irate. Nobody packs a weapon. They just flood. Like the rain that came yesterday. The rain that came yesterday, it was unexpected. When I was looking at the sky all fucking day, I was doing all that weird shit I like to do. Weird shit I like to do, and I do a certain way. I do it fucking dedicatedly over time. When I was looking at the sky, let me tell you something about that sky. That fucking sky was charged with magic. Now, my own little dance, I was just doing stuff outside, I did, but the rhythms were becoming compounded. I only have a small little cage that I'm in. It's got a nice fucking hourglass shape, and it actually, you can do this. You can come in and go out, and you have the river. So you have this going on here. And I've walked these steps, and I can see it's a fucking whirlwind going on. And it is. It's very special. I say it's a power spot, motherfucker. You can't really deny that a power spot, except when it's in its power, it's power for you. I'm in the spot. It's for me. It's not like I can't worry about making a video. They'll come at your place and they'll bombard you. It's the same. This goes to the core of why gang stalking had to be perceived and then received again and again. Because you're experiencing a very disturbing phenomenon. Let's call it the truth. And it has all these mechanisms for your perception to adjust itself. Look at you. I'm trying to dramatically represent something that I could say very simple. I got the message. It was from the commander. Whether within or without, it's the same. As above, so below. As within, so without. The message was clear. It says, hey, you're in your pineal gland. You have a T bar. They call it the T bar. And T bar is your antenna, but it's your brain body proportion relating to the verse. Right there in that little fucking cross shaped area. The modified cross shape is the ankh. Depending upon DNA, and this is in the book, it tells you, depending upon your DNA, you'll have a cross, a T bar. You have a fucking T bar. Um, Let me represent it in here. You need it straight, or you're not going to perceive and receive very well. You're going to be mistwisted, represented by it, by it. You bigot. It's gonna fuck you. You don't want that. Okay? You don't want that. Now it told me, here's your. I saw it the way it was supposed to be. It was a cross. It was a cross, indistinguishable from an ankh, but nonetheless, it was a cross because I came through my religion process as the whole process. And when it came time to do my research, it had begun a certain way. It did, and it was I had a job and then I didn't. I prayed about the matter. I received an auditory response answer later on, not that long later, because I'm like, okay, I done this thing as you had instruct me to do. I couldn't even leave the job proper until it was done. That's what the voice did. Give me an order, uh, administrative messaging. That's all I'm going to say. It's got to be something to that degree. I took it very serious. I'm not able to not take this serious when it goes, but I can tell you something is being discharged at the executive level from outside of myself. This extreme sovereignty, as it can be, whatever, however you need to look. It says your antenna you wanted to have, and I well, it sent me. It says you wanted to discover what the truth of things were, and you did. You had your time. But this is what it's done to your antenna. This is mind control basically saying you warped the antenna with your fucking dirty hand. You just twisted it to fucking shit to see what you could get it to do. As we do in life, and art, you'll see this. You'll feel this. And it said, it doesn't matter what you would like the new structure to be if it were the cross before. Um, but if you want your antenna to get a clear reception, you need to do something about it. You need to do it now. And it's like if I would descriptively have chosen anything other than I did, which I used the same symbol except in the form of the ankh, I used it. I may not made of any noticeable change in the thing. It was I want to put it back the way I had it, which was a loosely defined cross, sort of the same thing. I now know it's an onk, but like I got the message right in time to get its message to text someone who called me back ex-wife shit, and I had discussed and very civilly and to contract. That's what I'm thinking because of the smoothness and the ability to discuss things in a dispassionately advanced way. Our having bodies doesn't have anything to do with this. You can't play no mind control on me. I'm going to ask you and you're going to respond to me. Existential level of shit. Now, this only proves to me I left bitching about Cliff High over here on the table. But see, this is going to provide you ammunition that you will need for the fight wherever you find it. And this is the times we're in. I put it back. It was the same. I recognize I'm getting the tingles from this because I'm powerfully sharing and transmitting on Christmas. The phenomenon of being in the storms, I was in the storm. You wouldn't have gone. I took every electroconductive conductor like the umbrella that works, but it's not also not going to get you killed. Yeah, it's stuck in the fucking entry to the woods. I came out the other way and I can see in the dark. Uh, Not that I didn't take my light for other purposes, but I didn't have to use the light. I have gone with the eyes closed vision out there. I have. You can see in the dark, but you've got to get the purple haze. It's not a drug. It's the actual 3:30 timing and the weird overlay that you can see of everything. You can see better. Actually, to be honest, to some degree, it's more clearer, a lot less detailed. So I made it into and out of, and whatever was above was playing with its flashlight. So the whole fucking sky was lit up. And you would not have gone out in this. You wouldn't have done this. You would not. This was not a good idea. I knew it when I left. I thought that either the spectacle would be, and this should be insight into why gang stalking, because my leaving the door open and knowing this guy's, if he's not on some other shit, and that would just be his lady friend that just had him come to do, she had to leave his home, and his girlfriend lives abroad, far from here, far from where he can get a dangerous road to get in there. It's the same thing. I think the danger level. Now, me, when other person's will becomes entangled into mine, I might perceive it that like he is a captured being in relating to her will operates his will upon the world. I don't like it getting too close to mine, and it's how that person's able to like. You ever seen the weird liquids that run up? It's like a fucking different state of matter, and I've seen them. They were testing weird shit, and you'd get weird like steam, like a fog from dry ice, just fucking going over the thing it's evaporating out of, and very strange looking shit. Some of that, but move that backwards. Not even coming down onto the ground, just backwards. It's going against the flow of time, negative time type shit. It's not backwards time. Hey, it's not backwards time. It's not time reversal. It's just negative time event. Yeah, and negative time is a real thing. There's definitely a thing. But I encountered twice. I'm gonna just leave Cliff High. You can tell Cliff High. Somebody let Cliff High know. He's read the Yoga Sutra. Not you say all the names. I'll tell you the one he won't say. He's not able to. He's not able to recognize the level of black magic mind control cult that he's poking with the stick. He's like, those goddamn Jews, black magic is working. It's gonna get his ass killed. The way he's talking, he sounds like Kanye West. Man, he better be. He's saying they don't like me talking. Yeah, let me say, yeah, Mister, you're so fucking smart. You're so smart. He's so smart, but he don't see this. And he says, "This is the trap, and this is the trap." Yeah, it is the trap. It's the trap that he is falling for. Going to get him killed by the Jews. He sounds like an anti-Semite, like a crazed person, pointing out this inconsistency in Judaism. Which, let's drop the bomb of truth. The entity Yahweh is a black magician. Boom. He's a black magician. What does he say? He's like, and if he's an alien, he's one of the worst. I.e., his drinking. His drinking. Yeah. Maybe Talmud's got a lot extra, more interesting shit. It sounds like it. Sounds like it's a fucking goddamn Talmud, huh? I wonder. I didn't think I needed the Talmud, but I've been infected by this understanding of the Jewish. Is whatever that is. Is it a racial issue? Is it a religious? It's an area of interest that I find myself also interested in. So a lot of the magic should make well more sense if it's magic. It's black magic. They were in they had definitely Yahweh's not a good guy. There's no fucking bone. I got no bones about saying it. It took a long time to work it out. He's perceiving this crisis that humanity will undergo, and it's an internal crisis. I think he's had that period of time, and then if you listen to the times he's saying, he's putting out videos from a year ago, and he's trying to have you believe, which I don't think that's what it's doing. He has him inside saying the projections, and it's he's saying it. It's got the date. It's last year projected to this place in the year this year, which is in line with, is that what he's doing? Or he's dating it wrong and putting all this out for no reason. Then he didn't make this today, I don't think. I almost did think that, but I was listening, and it's because of what he said and the depth. Um, if you don't have the technological understanding, the devices the aliens would be traveling would not still not require you to have your a physical vehicle, technological human. Past humans, ones that we are called our forefathers, some of them made and continue to use and do use and can use, choose to use the form of the technology that is alien in the form of the consciousness variety to which you are trying to make the change over, Mr. Cliff High's understanding of this is not us also recognizing that he is creating a vehicle in this whole process of his sharing this news, and ours are bound up, tied together in a because I have one of those torsion rings. I use it a lot. It's the most useful thing I've got, and I have to be real careful because of the qubit one that I did have, and it reappeared and disappeared. And I'm glad it's finally positioned right. Because boy, howdy, it intended us together. He was talking about having some of them himself and doing experiments and what he could get magnets to do that they weren't supposed to do. And I, you know, I would have to refer to you to they tell us it's all is mind, all is mind, all is mind. That's it. Deal with that as you wish, but it's true. Local, non-local, projected, prohibited, prospected, peripheral. Yeah, sure. So now I think I understand Christmas from do the Christ, do the Christ, and I'm loving it because yeah, I think we have our birthdays in September. Thor said that this was not his holiday. He's not born on this day, and I laughed with him. Ha ha ha! He's in the sky with his lightnings. I am only on an upside down metal conductive fucking thing next to a constructed fire pit, altered worship technical mechanistic device. So I was having to make a fire that what I really have to be watched when I burn trash, especially to heathen gods. And then I got it. I didn't burn anything down, but I'm worried for Cliff. He's not going to recognize that Yahweh is definitely mad at him. He's a black magician, alive and well in some form, and you're fucking around with his shit. And you're right. They're going to be mad. And you're right. And you're right. No, people no, the Jews don't want you to talk about their God because he is a black magician with a fucking protective spell around his person. That's not Jesus. You can't get mad about Jesus if you don't understand the Yahweh, but don't expect him to be the father of. This is a different line of family. type of going on. But that entity that has Judaism is an evil entity. Probably you know the Ryan Crusader. There was a hacked connection somewhere in there. It says that in the Law 1 because they took the device out of the pyramid. Whether you wanted to go with them to the desert or it's all made up, irrelevant. Pyramid, core device, wandering people, man and machine, human light body, a UFO. It's a craft for you to use. Do you need the metal parts or can we just go ahead and use it? We have it to use already. That's not going to change except if we do the transhumanism. It'll change then because it won't work anymore. It's questionable if the nanites haven't got you by now, but you should know. You've been breathing and ingesting them in it more than any other time in the history of Earth. Well, within reasonable memory. Does it matter about the smart? What I heard one crazy, drones and smart dust to deliver smart dust. To deliver smart dust. Do we call that is that a technology or is it just another drug? I get to snort some smart dust up my fucking nose all the time. It's like fairy dust, you know. It's a bad thing. Yeah, it's bad. And I don't even. And I'm being facetiously inaccurate, inaccurately genuine on the details. They're trivial. They're trivial. They are trivial. They are trivial. You can operate your device. You can operate the light body now, like a spaceship. Your consciousness will do it. Your body probably automatically does it. They call it sleep and dreams. Look, I'm gonna put it all right. Here you go. This is Grandma Duck Architect. Oh, Grandma Duck Grandma Paw Paw. Come on over. We're gonna celebrate on Christmas Day. You little baby, right, baby, little Jesus. Yeah. All right then. So there's an entity of you know the genius child spirits and older teaching. And when I got to listening on the cephaloid, I went to a lecture. I did no such thing. Uh, they were talking about the way the saints were devising how to, because missionaries might encounter dog-headed men. Can we save these fuckers? Can we proselyte these bitches? It's religion and religion shooting out. It's weirdly viral. You know, in a STD, you got the flu, herpes bitch the way. Because it spreads. You should think of Jesus though. Thank you, Jesus. And a genius, Jesus got your motherfucking ass out of the wild heathenness that you was in. There are so many lies and deceptions in the Bible. I don't know what the Talmud. I heard reference to this Talmud. I know it's black magic. I don't read black magic. I don't. I don't. I don't. I can't even have that around. It makes you feel it. Cliff said anybody that's one of those Jews that has that Talmud, I see it on the show. I know what it is. He said something like that. There is a book that they have. It was right. I listened to this guy talk, and he's right. If he doesn't stop it in the way he's going, and he should point out what he's pointing out, but I think, I think you want to fuck with one of these things, poke it with a stick. Just you're not. I'm witnessing a force of nature. I think is going to result in an electrocution of this motherfucker cliff high, and I won't be surprised when the well goes dead, dry. He's a genius, and geniuses that are so blind and stupid. I have this going on too. There's one whole area I don't even see. You don't notice it? No, no, I don't. Because it is not the condition of my origin. I'm disrespecting it in a way, and it me. And if it murders me, because I die from it, look at it as magic. This is combat. Hello, this is white versus black. This takes two different entities to drive these forces. And I'm not the black. I come from the white. You shouldn't say it. There's a difference in the animating principle, and whatever deal the devil makes, the Satan, Ha Satan, whatever you want to say, that it can make depends on your soul, right? Yeah, it's black magic. It's not good. I know in my bones, and religion is bad too. Religion's timer's up. The timer went off. I, you have a period of time if you get involved with church and belief and structures like that. There's a window in the time that you have to learn, and all these lessons that they can fit in. The timeline can fucking flow, and you are so much faster than those structures can allow. Really, like you are blinking and moving that fast, and I could overlay myself right now and be real jittery and just chisel this fucking me out because that's how much power I have. And so do you. You know, if I frame glitch the fucking video and patch it in there, where I just start fucking appearing and enveloping myself with aura light cone. Somebody said like the billionaires' interests are different. Their interests are in different things. They're not interested in your girlfriend or your car or your house. No, they don't care about any of that shit per human. You know, they're trying to capture the light cone of the universe. It's like, what does that mean? What does that? Where's the dude at? Where does the dude go? Where's dude? So, if you don't have a civilization cliff high that doesn't have crafts themselves, are they on the horses and shit yet? So, hmm, I don't know why it is this is the holiday where all my ness where I needed it to be. This is Christmas X for me, I guess maybe, you know. But I've come through. Where's my family? I have my brother, and that's it. That's it. But those who have gone before me, mother and father, are in the same realm. She may be in another body by now, but he's not. He's not. My dad is not. I think he's coming up for that. And my dad, I do think my dad was stuck here somehow like that. I feel more related to him than anyone else. And I've seen it. He's broken script and told me this is his long. I took the time though because I feel this is like the family and this is the important message. You know, it's moving in here because it's the word. It's what it is that you can see is made of. You know why I'm liking that because that's going on all the time as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to do it right. You see it when somebody does very deliberate, graceful moves. You see it in martial arts. You see it. It's in the proportional relationship dynamics. And yeah, there's a flow rate, and it has to be. And then there's fast. Fast, like earthen light, is, you know, key to the whole thing because light only moves because all there is light. It's why are we not thinking of this as light? It's all light. This is all light. The trees that make it are all empty space. Empty space generating empty space. It's a fucking hologram. Mostly empty space. Fill in the blanks perceptor. For fine tuning, bring your magnifying glass. You read it and it's got another fine print under that. God damn it. Thus the deals of the devils. Like the scientists, they render the same results. They render the same results. You get not good out of religion, but the religioning entrapment does allow your brain a slingshot. For your relationship to other relationships is the summary. Math geeks, I'm not, but I would want to. If I was one of them savants who used math, I'd want to look for me one of those problem equation things, and I'd want one to express this that I cannot. I can't do math. I don't come from math side, not my left brain, but I'm at the wall. Right brain part of me that is me, I've leaned into, and all the shit I expressed it is on the fucking pineal gland wall, looking into the midbrain, saying, "Tell them to fucking straighten the antenna, straighten your fucking." To where they do, the lightning flashes across. Your engines are back online. Communication is now again on run line. Yes, yes, it's a spaceship. It's a mind ship. It's a world fuck for your mind truck. Your mind truck. So go all your days in the best of all your ways as you can get under these conditions that we're in. Oh, and it's great. It really is great. It's great to be able to see, but see for those who cannot see. Be careful with those that you know cannot, because they really are like cripples.